Our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft, WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year. She's the most requested guest in the history of our show, and the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Miss Caitlin Clark. Please welcome.
Jason and Travis set the stage with their signature humor, diving right into Caitlin's massive list of accolades. But it's her raw honesty and humility that steal the show. Whether she's sharing her childhood fandom for the Kansas City Chiefs, reflecting on the pressures of being a sports icon, or discussing how her mom values her academic achievements just as much as her athletic ones, Caitlin brings a refreshing mix of realness and inspiration. This is more than an interview. It's a masterclass in greatness, humility, and the power of staying true to yourself. So sit back, buckle up, and get ready for a conversation that'll make you laugh, cheer, and walk away inspired.
Shit's fucking popping, son.
Tails, take a moment to support the channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. Joining our community means you'll stay updated on the latest WNBA news, expert insights, and deep dives into big moves like this one. Don't miss a beat as we cover every angle of this major shakeup. So, go ahead, show some love, and let's get started. Jason Kelce kicked things off with a bang, introducing Caitlin Clark with a resume that sounded like a highlight reel of basketball greatness. He listed achievements like being the NCAA's all-time scoring leader and the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year. The brothers even joked that her awards were so numerous, Wikipedia needed a separate page just to fit them all.
How many accolades did we leave off? How many accolades do you have right now at this point, Caitlin?
I think you might have made some up. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure on that. I feel like you're kind of like Wayne Gretzky for basketball right now.
Gretzky.
The amount. If you go to the Wikipedia page and you look at like the list of like awards and achievements, it's like endless. It is. Yeah, we had to limit it to this list just to get the show started.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Caitlin, however, kept it humble. She laughed it off, crediting her success to a mix of hard work, loving the game, and staying focused. Her proudest moment? Making her mom beam with pride after earning the academic All-American title. Caitlin shared how balancing schoolwork and basketball was no easy task, but helped her grow into a well-rounded person. She stressed how important it was for young athletes to stay committed to both their education and their sport.
Any accomplishment, I guess, of all these accolades that has meant the most to you?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Well, I'd give you the answer my mom would say is probably academic All-American. She was proud of me for being a good student in college. So
that's that answer.
Nobody
Love
talks
that
about
answer
that.
from mom.
What I'm talking about.
Going beyond the trophies and records, Caitlin opened up about how her college years shaped her into a leader, both on and off the court. She spoke about the life lessons learned through tough practices, teamwork, and personal growth. Staying humble despite massive success wasn't easy, but she credited her family and close friends for keeping her grounded. Her support system reminded her that personal character mattered just as much as athletic performance, making her achievements all the more meaningful. The brothers joked that her awards list was so long, Wikipedia had to create a separate page for them. Caitlin humbly credited her success to working hard and having fun, even sharing how proud her mom was when she became an academic All-American. She explained how balancing academics and athletics shaped her as a person, emphasizing the importance of education alongside sports. Caitlin mentioned how her college experience helped her grow not just as a player, but as a leader on and off the court. She also highlighted the importance of staying grounded despite success and how her support system, especially her family, played a major role in keeping her focused. Caitlin revealed she's a lifelong Kansas City Chiefs fan, and her excitement for the team shone through during the entire interview. She talked about how game days were a huge event in her house growing up.
How long have you been a part of the kingdom?
I'm sorry, Jason. Not
You
to
can
crush
apologize
you.
to me. I'm honorary member.
I'm a Midwest kid, so there's this picture that's been circulating a couple years ago when I was on Peyton Eli's Monday Night Show, where I'm in a full Chiefs outfit. I had family in Kansas City, and I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, which is only 3 hours from Kansas City. So that's just the closest NFL team. So my dad was a big Chiefs fan growing up.
Her family would gather in the living room, the scent of her mom's delicious home-cooked meals filling the air as they cheered on the Chiefs together. Those moments were more than just about the game. They were core family memories that bonded them. She also recalled braving freezing temperatures at Arrowhead Stadium to watch the Chiefs play live, describing the electrifying atmosphere as unforgettable. The roar of the crowd, the sea of red jerseys, and the shared excitement made every game an experience to remember.
People think I'm like a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm like, no, I was there before Patrick and Travis. Like we were.
I love it.
We were ride or dies. So we've been big fans, and now obviously all the success you guys have had has made it a lot of fun for us.
Travis Kelce, being a key Chiefs star himself, couldn't resist giving Caitlin a playful, open invitation to attend a playoff game. She was thrilled, mentioning how her love for the team was more than just casual fandom. It was a family tradition passed down from generation to generation, connecting her past to her present achievements as an athlete. She shared stories of childhood game nights, where her family would gather around the TV with delicious home-cooked meals prepared by her mom, cheering on the Chiefs in both wins and losses. She recalled moments of attending games in freezing weather at Arrowhead Stadium and how the energy of the fans made the experience unforgettable.
Who was your childhood like?
My brother loved Tony Gonzalez. Like that was
Tony
his guy.
G.
Yeah.
What a guy.
So
He was the chief.
We would go to like one game a year growing up with my cousins down in Kansas City.
That's so
and we
fun.
still try to go. We went to the Christmas Day game last year. I think the year before you might have played on Christmas Eve, maybe. We went to that. We were sitting outside for that one. My toes were like about to fall off. My fingers about to fall off. I don't get how you guys play in that type of weather, but it's fun. And like obviously
we got heaters on the sideline. They let us cheat.
Arrowhead's not.
Travis Kelce, being a Chiefs star himself, couldn't resist inviting Caitlin to a playoff game.
Game here soon, maybe a playoff game or something. So
I'll tell you what, we punched our ticket, so we're definitely we're gonna at least
Love
have. I would assume we at least got one at Arrowhead, but you know, you're invited to them all. So
all right, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Humorously giving her an open invite anytime. She mentioned how her connection to the team goes beyond just fandom. It's a family tradition that connects her childhood to her present success.
No, it was always a big deal. My dad always had them on, whether we were in the basement, whether we were upstairs. A lot of times my family would be cooking. My mom is like the best chef of all time. So she would oftentimes make really good food while we were watching, but that's what I really looked forward to most on Sundays. You know, there wasn't obviously college sports, but you know, we would be watching the Chiefs and I would be upset if they lost, and I still am. Like every Sunday, that's what, you know, is usually the brightest part of my day is turning on the TV and watching the Chiefs.
Caitlin got her first college recruiting letter in 7th grade, yes, while most middle schoolers were busy stressing about homework, school dances, and lunchroom drama. Caitlin was already on the radar of top college basketball programs. Imagine getting a letter from a major university before even hitting your teenage years. Her parents, however, made sure she stayed grounded. They were so committed to letting her enjoy her childhood that they even hid some of the recruiting letters to keep the pressure off. They wanted her to focus on being a kid.
we heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah. So at the time, like,
That's insane.
It's insane.
Were you
It's
playing
honestly-
with high schoolers at this point?
yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, where college, like, recruitment has kind of gone. It's just insane. But also,
I got you.
I feel very fortunate. Like, my parents were just, like, they told my older brother, like, go get the mail. Like, we don't want your sister to see that. They, like, wanted me to be in 7th
that's
grade and,
cool.
like, enjoy middle school and, like, hang out
yeah.
with your friends. Like, you shouldn't
That's
be
cool.
worrying
I
about where
love
you're going
that.
to college.
I love that so much.
Playing the game she loved rather than worrying about scholarships so early. Caitlin reflected on how this approach helped her stay humble and focused. She emphasized that keeping the game fun, rather than making it feel like a job, was key to avoiding burnout. She also shared memories of early tournaments where she faced older, tougher competition, experiences that not only challenged her, but also made her stronger and more confident. These moments taught her valuable lessons about resilience, hard work, and the importance of loving what you do. Caitlin opened up about her challenging rookie year in the WNBA, and it wasn't all smooth sailing by any means. Stepping into the league with the spotlight already on her came with plenty of highs and lows. She described the emotional roller coaster of her first season.
And, like, you come in as a rookie and, like you said, like, you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. Like, you don't want to say too much. You don't want to say too little. And it's just so hard. But, like, in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, like, you're already highly thought of. Like people are turning to you to like be something or be someone. So it's hard. Like you're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on is like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react.
Sharing how tough it was to balance the pressure of being a rising star while figuring out her place in a completely new team dynamic. The pressure of performing while staying true to her game added an extra layer of stress. She candidly spoke about the intense media attention she faced and how it sometimes felt overwhelming. But through all the chaos, Caitlin stayed committed to improving and learning.
Yeah. But also like I had a lot of really good vets around me too, so I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too, so like people had been through it fairly recently, so they knew how I felt. But like I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge, and that goes for whatever professional sport. Like you're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you like you got to perform and like be what they drafted you to.
She emphasized how important it was to stay patient with herself and keep growing, both as a player and a person. Caitlin expressed deep gratitude for her supportive teammates, like Aaliyah Boston and Erica Wheeler, who truly had her back. Their mentorship, constant encouragement, and shared advice not only helped boost her confidence, but also made her feel comfortable in the locker room.
I love Aaliyah Boston pouring into this young rookie. It's supposed to be hard. This is an adjustment period, and Aaliyah making sure that her rookie knows I
just wanted to get ahead of it because I know this transition is tough. Just being undrafted and being a rookie, it's very unlikely that a vet, just take you in when you got the same position.
Caitlin shared several stories of team dinners filled with laughter and bonding moments during practices where the veterans cheered her on. Those small yet meaningful gestures reminded her she was part of a bigger family, not just a basketball team. These positive experiences made her rookie year unforgettable and built a solid foundation for her future success. Caitlin expressed how grateful she was for the lessons learned and the relationships she formed during that transformative season, emphasizing how much personal growth came from overcoming challenges. Caitlin shared her thoughts on the NBA's ratings drop, suggesting that many fans don't fully appreciate just how incredibly talented the players are. She explained how the evolution of the game has introduced different playing styles, which might not click with all audiences, but still highlight the incredible skill level of today's athletes. She pointed out that players are often so good that it might appear they aren't trying as hard, when in reality their mastery makes difficult plays seem effortless. Caitlin also commented on how basketball has constantly evolved over the years. She acknowledged that the NBA's current style reflects the incredible athleticism and precision of modern players.
What are your suspicions potentially as to why the NBA ratings would be down?
Honestly, like I feel like the average just like basketball fan doesn't understand how good NBA players are, and they think it looks like they're not trying. I promise you they're trying. They're just like so good. Like that's why it looks like they're not trying. And obviously the physicality of the league has changed a lot, and I wasn't around when it was like much more physical, and maybe people want more like beef and physicality and people think it's gotten soft, but I think that's also because the skill has just changed. And like
she then gives her honest take about how the sport keeps on changing and how that's good for the sport.
That's what's great about basketball. Like it's always evolving. Like it's going to be different than when MJ played. It's going to be different in 10 years than it is now. So it's hard for me to like put my finger on like why it has gone down. And also it's competing against a lot of football right now. You have to take that into consideration. Like football is just, that's America's favorite thing. I think people should I love 3-point shooting. I love seeing guys just like launch threes, but not everybody loves that. So I don't know.
Which can be a double-edged sword for entertainment. The Kelce brothers couldn't resist tossing around some wild ideas for spicing up the NBA, like a 4-point line and hockey-style fights with a 2-minute penalty box, rather than ejection.
What do you think about a 4-point line?
I love that. Let's do it.
That's actually
a great idea.
Genius. That is
genius. 4-point line.
How does the criminal justice major come up with the best marketing plan right here?
Sometimes you just got to open your eyes, Jason. Look at the sheet of paper in front of you.
Or we could get like just 2 spots.
Yeah.
What about you're saying that everybody's questioning how physical the game is. What do you think a hockey style fight once a game? Just everybody picks a fighter.
Who doesn't like a
boxing
good
gloves? So
2-minute penalty box, and you can come back in. You don't get ejected.
That's what I'm saying.
They even joked about bringing back East versus West battles in the All-Star game,
I think it should be East versus West. Like, that's true All-Stars. Like,
No doubt.
East versus West, battle it out.
That's what it was about.
Yeah. So I think that's what it should be, but obviously not the commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board for East versus West All-Stars. I think that's the whole point of it. That's why you're an All-Star. It's the best from the East versus the best from the West. Play each other. See which side's better.
Emphasizing old school rivalries. While Caitlin laughed along with their playful banter, she made a thoughtful point about how important it is to maintain the integrity of the sport while also finding ways to keep the game fresh and engaging for newer generations of fans. She believes the sport's evolution can continue being exciting while still respecting its roots. She explained how the evolution of the game has led to different styles of play, which might not appeal to all audiences but showcases incredible skill. She also commented on how basketball is constantly evolving and how the NBA's current style reflects the athleticism and precision of modern players. The Kelce brothers couldn't resist joking about wild ideas to spice up the NBA, like a 4-point line, hockey-style fights, and even wilder all-star game formats. Caitlin laughed along, but also pointed out the importance of keeping the integrity of the sport intact while making the game exciting for newer fans. When asked about her most competitive moments, Caitlin couldn't help but laugh as she shared her love-hate relationship with golf. While she's a master on the basketball court, golf has a way of humbling her. She admitted that her competitive nature makes it nearly impossible for her to treat golf as a casual activity. Instead, she finds herself constantly striving to improve, which sometimes leads to more frustration than fun. Caitlin shared a hilarious story about a celebrity golf event where she accidentally hit a woman with a golf ball.
I did.
You hit a person on a tee box. I don't know how you do that.
Okay.
I would hit a person on a tee box.
Yeah, I know I can relate. Jason, I don't know if you played in enough pro-ams yet to hit anybody, but
the video that was going viral where I like completely topped it. So it's crazy. Like, we're playing like these long par threes that are like 200 yards. I'm like, I'm not good enough to hit a par three like 200 yards. Like, so I whip out my hybrid. I'm like teeing up my hybrid club. Just top it like straight out of fan to the left.
Been there.
But I think they dodged it
down the third base line.
But I nailed somebody on a different par three, like some woman, like right in the shoulder, like
shoulder.
And I saw a TikTok like the next day, just like black welt on her arm.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just how you hit her good if she's got a black welt.
She described the moment with a mix of embarrassment and humor, noting that the clip went viral on TikTok. Thankfully, the woman was okay, but Caitlin couldn't help but cringe at how competitive she was getting on the course.
You're more competitive in golf or basketball?
That's hard. I think like golf makes me more mad because I'm not as good at it. Like, I'm just like the average hack, and like you want to be good, like you're competitive, just like basketball or football. Like, it's like, why am I not good at this? So, and it's like it's an individual sport, and we're used to team sports. So I think that's what pisses me off too. It's like it's all on me, and I know it's all my fault. So
I share your pain.
She went on to explain how even when she's not at her best, she still approaches every game with intensity and a desire to win, whether it's basketball, golf, or even a friendly board game. Her mindset, she said, is all about growth and constantly pushing herself to be better, even in activities where she's still learning. This competitive fire, while challenging, is also what makes her such an extraordinary athlete, always pushing for the next level of greatness in everything she tries. She described how her competitive drive makes it hard for her to play just for fun, as she constantly wants to improve. Caitlin hilariously recalled accidentally hitting a woman with a golf ball during a celebrity event, admitting the video even went viral on TikTok. She shared how being highly competitive, even in a sport she's not as experienced in, can be both fun and frustrating, leading to some humorous moments. Caitlin shared that she's already thinking about what life might look like after her basketball career winds down. While she's completely focused on dominating the court right now, she knows the day will come when she'll need to transition to new challenges.
What would Caitlin Clark be doing? You said you were a marketing major. Would you have gone more into that world, or you think you would have jumped into something else?
Oh man, that's tough. I think if my basketball career would have ended, I still would have loved sports just because it was like such a huge part of my childhood and like what I did.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe like try to work in like a front office of a sports organization or something like that. I think that would be cool. Not like the coaching side of it, but like the operations side and getting to do like free agency stuff. And I think that would be really.
With a marketing degree under her belt, Caitlin has big dreams of working in sports management or even holding a role in an NBA front office. Imagine her helping shape the next generation of basketball stars from behind the scenes. Beyond career ambitions, Caitlin is deeply passionate about using her platform to inspire young athletes, especially young women striving to break barriers in sports. She emphasized how important it is to be a positive role model and to support the continued growth of women's sports globally. Caitlin also opened up about her desire to give back to the community through mentorship programs, basketball camps, and initiatives aimed at helping kids develop both on and off the court. She talked about how rewarding it would be to stay connected to the game she loves, whether as a broadcaster sharing insights, a coach shaping future talent, or even an executive making game-changing decisions from behind the scenes. Her goal is clear: use her experiences and success to make a lasting impact on the sports world, empowering others to chase their dreams. And that's a wrap on Caitlin Clark's amazing interview with Jason and Travis Kelce. Caitlin's interview was a perfect blend of humor, honesty, and pure inspiration. She didn't just talk basketball. She opened up about life, personal growth, and what it takes to stay grounded while reaching the top. From sharing her heartfelt family memories cheering on the Chiefs to reflecting on her record-breaking basketball career, Caitlin reminded us all why she's such a beloved figure in sports today. Her message was crystal clear. Success comes from staying humble, working hard, and never forgetting the importance of personal growth. Whether you're an aspiring athlete or just looking for a boost of motivation, Caitlin's words will stick with you long after the podcast ends. If you haven't already, make sure to catch the full interview on the New Heights podcast. It's packed with powerful moments you won't want to miss. Drop a comment below and tell us your favorite part of the conversation. Plus, who do you think Jason and Travis should interview next? Share your ideas.